welcome back to another How to Spike video. Today we're going to be doing something very cool. We'll be learning how to use a servo and also how to code it. So for this project we're going to need a few materials. We're obviously going to need an Arduino, a servo. I'm using the SM-S2309S. It really doesn't matter which one. Just when we get to the point of wiring up the servo, you just might have to look up what pins each jumper wire needs to go in. 3 jumper wires and this little plastic piece which just goes on top of the servo, just like this. This is not it's not needed except to actually see it move. This helps. Okay, let's wire it up. All right, so let's take our first jump wire and let's plug it into this to the very right if you're looking up. So let's plug it into this red wire. You see where the red wire goes in? Let's plug it in there. And since it's red, this lets us know that it's 5 volts. This is different for every servo, except at least this model. This is what the wires mean. So let's plug it into 5 volts. And really nice thing about this product we're doing, just a servo, we do not need a breadboard. I know a lot of you guys are excited for that. I surely am. It makes stuff simple. All right, let's take our second jumper wire and let's plug it into the middle where it has the white wire. And this white wire is going to represent a digital pin. So let's plug it into really any digital pin you want. Let's use the 9. All right, so now let's take the last jumper wire. Let's plug it into the black wire. And since the black wire represents ground, so let's plug it into ground. Okay, now we're all hooked up for the servo. It's very easy. And now all we have to do is to code it. All right, so now that we're in the Arduino program, let's start to code the servo. So this is really the hard part with servos, is just understanding the code, but I'll walk through it. So first, unlike anything we've done before, we're gonna need to import a library. It's already actually in the Arduino app. We just need to be able to use the library. So just copy this phrase I'm about to type, and this is how we include a library. So we do the pound key and then write include. We want to do this caret or the less than sign, servo, h, then finish off with a greater than sign. So what this is doing, it allows us to import a library because there's someone else that wrote code for us, which is very nice, and we just had to import it so we don't have to write all this complicated code to just make the servo move. So that's all this is doing. Now we want to type servo. This is what's included in the library. The servo is a data type, so it's like, left like strings and ints. And then we want to do servo and then put a semicolon. This is our naming. We just named it servo. We can name whatever we want. We can like servo 1, 2, 3, servo 1, anything we want, but servo is clean. And that's just pretty much naming the servo. Now let's go to the setup. And now this is where the coding gets a lot easier. So all we have to do is we do servo attach to the digital pin that we attached it to. And I attached mine to 9. But then let's say you put 11, make sure you just say 11 in here. Now let's go into the void loop function and let's do servo.write, and then we can just put like 90. This is in degrees, so as if I would put, let's say I put 0 here, it wouldn't move unless it's in a different position. And if I put 180 here, it moves all the way. And remember, a big thing about servos is that it only moves 0 to 180 degrees. It does not go like a motor and move 360 degrees. Just keep that in mind. So, and the reason why we put servo with the lowercase s here is because this is what we declared here. That's our name. And we're saying that servo, we want to attach it to 9. This is a function that's already implemented in the library, and so is .write. So that's really all it is. We pretty much just had a person pretty much do all the hard coding for us, and we just had to implement it, and yeah. Alright, so now once we hit run on our Arduino application, we should see that Arduino moves 90 degrees. And if yours didn't do that, don't worry. Maybe just check the connection between the Arduino and the servo. And also, a problem that could occur is maybe that your Arduino is already at 90 degrees. So just change that number to like 25 or something to get it to move. Alright, so, and also a cool thing you can do, you can just play around with, is add more servo.writes. But make sure to add a delay in there so the servo just doesn't break and go crazy because it can't do these angles instantaneously. Just add delays in there and just play around with it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.